What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Spanko, and today I'm doing another YouTuber special video, which is just a Banlist prediction video, because every YouTuber gotta do a Banlist prediction if it's Banlist season. And as of today, it's November 23rd, I think you guys will be seeing this video like November 24th. But as of today, we're less than a month away than when Konami said they were gonna drop a ban list. Of course, it said no sooner than December 15th, so it could be after December 15th. However, we are technically in ban list season now, and so I thought it was only right to make this Banlist prediction video. That, and I asked you guys what kind of video you wanted to see today, and like 90% of you guys or something said you wanted a Banlist video, so here we are doing a Banlist video. Now, I don't want to make this video super long. I know that's pretty much what I'm doing by talking all this much, but just before we get into the video, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Like 80-something% of you guys are not subscribed, which is really weird. Like 80% of my viewers are not subscribed, so just hit that subscribe button real quick. The goal is to get the Spanko community to 5,000 by the end of 2020, and I swear we can make that happen. If you guys enjoy the content, just make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, a lot of people have been telling me that they're not seeing my uploads at all, or sometimes they're seeing it like 2-3 days after it's uploaded. So make sure to hit that notification button so you guys can know every single time I upload. I upload 3 times a week, but I feel like some of you guys don't see my videos 3 times a week, which is kind of weird. The YouTube algorithm is all over the place. So if you guys enjoy the content and if you guys want to see my videos, make sure to hit that notification button and also subscribe to the channel. 80-something%, bro. 80%, that's wild. Let's get that down to like 50, bro. Like there's no way 80% of you guys are watching my videos and not liking them and not subscribing. That's crazy. But so anyway, it's time to get into the video because I've been wasting your time doing this little introduction and begging you guys to subscribe. Please subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe. And so what I did was I went on my Discord server as well as on Twitter and asked people what they thought the ban list was going to look like. Now, most people didn't want to give me a semi-limited or an unbanned or any of that stuff. They just wanted to give me what they wanted out of the game. So I kind of got stuff all over the place, and here I am to share it with you guys. Now, I did do some of my own research. Of course, the meta is kind of weird because we are playing on an online format. There has been no real Konami events. They had a remote duel, I think, last weekend, and I think Dino ended up winning, but like the top 16 consisted of like 6 or 7 or 8, I think. It was between 6 and 8 Dragon Link players. So obviously there's clearly some kind of format. Not really though, there's not many people participating. However, obviously these are some sort of results that we could go off of. So I looked into it a little bit more, looked into some other stuff, and with that information, I made up this little ban list prediction video, all right? Now, I may not be 100% right, and some of this might be a little bit biased, but I tried to make it as unbiased as possible, and I tried to make it as realistic as possible. Now, of course, we're starting off with the ban section, and I think these ones are a little bit obvious. Everyone has pretty much come to the consensus that these cards need to get banned, and that is Smoke Grenade of the Thief, Dragon Buster the Destruction Sword, and True King of All Calamities. Now, these 3 cards, everyone has said they need to get banned. Now, don't get me wrong, I understand why 1-card hand loops are kind of stupid. I also understand why Calamities putting it down on the field and saying, hey, you can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Is also kind of stupid. But the thing is, like, in that most recent remote duel that Konami hosted, really only 1 Infernoble Knight player came into the top 16, which does show a lot. So even though I think those cards may get banned, I actually do not think they're going to ban Calamities, and the only reason I say that is because the virtual world deck just came out and it's seeing a little bit of success. So obviously Konami's a business, and even though they can put up double Calamities, which kind of is nutty, I think they're not going to hit Calamities just for that reason. So for my prediction, I'm going to say that Buster Dragon gets banned because locking your opponent out of the extra deck is kind of nutty, especially in Dragon Link. That's one of their go-to combos. And then I'm also going to say Smoke Grenade is going to get banned too. However, the other card that I think is going to get banned that nobody is talking about, or I feel like nobody's talking about it at least, is Guard Dragon LP. Bro, the thing is with the Guard Dragon plays is they can technically play without LP. We actually had a discussion on my Discord server earlier today, so if you guys want to join that, by the way, and have these discussions, of course, links will be in the description below. But we did have this discussion, and basically people were saying that you can play without LP, except the ceiling of the deck isn't as high, and its recovery plays aren't as high. So with that being said, I think that hitting LP would be a healthy way to hit the deck. However, Dragoonity is also coming out, so I don't know if Konami's going to do it. However, I definitely think that Guard Dragon LP being hit would be really good for the meta and actually balance out the Dragon Link deck a little bit more. Another honorable mention to this ban list thingy, I'm just going to predict it just because if I get it right and they do it, then I can say they got it right, is I don't think they're going to hit the Hulk engine at all, except for the Metal Marcher. Now, this is going to sound kind of weird, but trust me, I think it'll make sense. I don't think they're going to hit Hulk Fibrax. I don't think they're going to hit Link Ross. I don't think they're going to hit Auroradon, and I don't think they're going to hit any of the tuners, even though I guess Metal Marcher is a tuner, but they're not going to hit any of the main deck tuners, even though that's what they've been doing this whole time. time since Hulk Firebrax came out. I actually don't think they're gonna do that. I think hitting the Metal Marcher makes it so that you can do your Hulk plays, but you can't just randomly go into Auroradon and then generate more tokens from there, right? So even though I would say hitting Hulk Firebrax has been the best thing, and I've always believed that hitting the problem card is the best way to hit the problem, I actually think they're just gonna hit the Metal Marcher. So we're gonna go with that. That's my prediction. Metal Marcher is gonna get banned. Now moving on to the limited list, I think there's two cards that are going to get limited, and they're actually coming off of the ban list rather than getting on the ban list, and that is Orcus Harp Horror as well as Heavy Metal Foil Electromite. Now these are going to sound weird, but Harp Horror I think for Orcus is going to be very healthy for the game. Now when Mech Knight Orcus Gearsu came out, everyone was hyping Orcus again. Gearsu had so much hype and so much potential around it, however it might have been one of the biggest flops of 2020. Now what I mean by flop is I don't think it's a bad card, and I think the card is actually insane. However, Orcus in general is just not that great, and I think adding one Harp Horror to the deck won't make the deck broken, even though, okay, let's be honest, as an Orcus player, bro, Harp Horror at 1 would be insane, to be honest with you. It would actually make a really big difference. However, I don't think it's going to be like the best deck of the format, so I definitely think Harp Horror should go to 1. Now another card I think could come off the ban list and go to 1 is Heavy Metal Foes Electromite. And the reason I say that is because Metal Foes is supposed to be getting support in Blazing Vortex, I believe. And with that, Konami is going to be like, hey, we really want you to play some Metal Foes. Here's Electromite back. Now, I do think it's going to boost the Pendulum archetype, I guess you could call it, as a whole, rather than just Metal Foes. So maybe Konami might not do it because they might realize this, but at the same time, I do truly believe that bringing back Electromite would actually be really good for the game. I don't think Pendulum is going to be too busted. Of course, as we see with Master Rule 5, 4.5, whatever you guys want to call it, with Master Rule 5, everything else kind of got buffed, but Pendulum didn't. They're kind of stuck in Master Rule 4 still. So I think that Electromite coming back would be pretty safe. Another card that I do not believe is going to go to 1, but everyone is talking about it, is Miscellaneousaurus. Man, I know people are going to say,
yo, Missile, have you read Missile? Missile's insane, my cards are untargetable, blah, blah, blah.
But bro, Dino has been doing this for years. Literally, the odd format, they'll come back, and as soon as they come back, people are like, bro, Conductor is broken, bro, Missile is broken, this is so stupid. And then you don't hear about them for like 7-8 months. And then 8 months later, in a format where, you know, it's kind of like undecided or there's no big format, people are going to be like, oh, let's play Dino because Conductor or Missile. So that's what I actually believe is happening right now. I believe that because there's no real format and people don't really know what the best deck is, people are just going to be like, yo, Missile's insane, Dino top, Dino does this. Well, of course it is, because everyone is playing everything. In a real format, there's only going to be top 2 to 3 decks, and they're going to be able to counter stuff like Missile. But because there's so many decks running around now and so many stuff that people want to try, some decks may not be able to handle Missile that well. And so that's why I think Missile is not going to go to 1. The thing is, Dino has always, like I said, come in and out of the format. It's up and down, depending on what happens. But I definitely don't think Missile needs to go to 1, because it's going to go to 1, it's going to make Dino unplayable, let's be honest with you, and then we're never going to see Dino again unless Missile comes back. That's literally what happened last time. They put Missile to 1, Dino was unplayable for a year, and then they brought back Missile, and they're like, well, Dino's playable now. It's not the best, but it's playable. So I don't think Miscellaneousaurus is going to go to 1. Now, to semi-limited, again, 2 cards that I believe are going to come off the ban list rather than get on the ban list is Zodiac Trident as well as Infernity Archfiend. I definitely don't think they're going to go to 3 right away. Konami does this thing where they put cards from 1 to 2 to 3. Now, Infernity Archfiend has been at 1 for a long time, so I don't think they're going to put it at 3 right away, even though Infernity did get new support. But I do think he's going to put it at 2 because of the new support, right? Same thing with Zodiac Trident. They put it to 1. They see, oh, Zoo's a good deck, but, you know, it's not Trident that makes a really good deck right now. Let's be honest. That AA Zeus or whatever it's called is making that deck insane. So I think Trident to 2 is not going to be a big problem. As long as Barrage is still at 1, and as long as Rat Pier is still at 1, I think the deck is perfectly fine, even with Trident back at 2. And then for Unbanned, this is going to be obvious. ABC Dragon Buster should not be at 2. Get that unbanned. Totally Awesome, put it back to unlimited status. There's no reason for Totally Awesome to be at 2 either. Like, I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me. And then just take off Pendulum stuff. Now, I'm going to leave Pendulum as a whole because I don't want to say like this card versus this card should come off the ban list, but Double Iris is at 1. Like, why is Double Iris at 1? Put Astrograph, put Skullcrobat Joker, put something back for Pendulum and just give him something, to be honest. Now, I know that kind of goes against my whole rule of cards being banned and then going back to 3. The thing is, again, like I said, Pendulum is not that great, let's be honest, and I hate to say it, bro. Triff, I'm sorry, bro, but Pendulum is not, it's struggling right now. So they need to get something back. So let me just get 1 card, or not me personally, I don't even play Pendulum, but in general, let Pendulum get 1 card back to 3, or like if they want to see Skull go back Joker back to 2 or something. But I definitely think something off of the Pendulum like list stuff should come back to 3. Just give the deck some kind of boost. And lastly, I say this in all my videos, and this is completely biased, but I definitely think Maxi should come back to 3. Bro, Konami, just do it, man. Now, again, this goes against my rule of going from 1 to 2 to 3, but I'm telling you right now, I think Maxi can't exist at 1 or 2. Bro, Maxi has to be at 0, it has to be at 3. I'm a firm believer that it needs to be at 3 because the thing is, bro, the game is too crazy right now. OCG has it at 3. Look how healthy the OCG game is, or, I mean, we believe it to be healthy, right? Maxi to 3, I think, is only right. Just put it, like, the thing is, it makes it so that there's actually interaction between you and your opponent. Let's say you're going against a virtual world player, or just anybody in general, and they're like, okay, I have full combo. Now you max C them, and then they're like, well, I could still have full combo, however, do I want to do that and give my opponent 10 cards? The thing is, at the same time, because it's at 3, the chances of your opponent drawing it is the same chances as you drawing it. Meaning that I could stop their combo, but they could look at their hand and say, well, I have a max C too, so if my opponent wants to pop off, I will max C them, you know, and then I'll draw into an Ibiru or an Imperm or something like that, right? So I just wanted to say that, like, Maxi, I believe, definitely should be back to 3, not at 1, because it becomes way too sacky at 1. It becomes whoever draws Maxi first is gonna win. 2 is gonna be kind of the same thing. It's, I mean, a little bit better than 1, but again, it has to be at 3 or it has to be at 0. Right now it's at 0. Let's put it to 3, Konami. If you guys agree, let me know in the comment section down below. Also, like I said earlier in the video, if you guys have anything that you think should be on the ban list or off the ban list, and I didn't include it in today's video, make sure to let me know in the comment section down below as well. I love you guys' input, so I definitely want to hear what you guys have to say and what you guys think. Again, if you guys want to follow me on my social medias, I do a lot of discussions and I talk to a lot of people on there. I like to get to know people. So if you guys want to follow me, everything is going to be linked in the description below. And also make sure to subscribe to the channel, guys. 80-something% like I said earlier. I don't know, that's wild to me. And also, one more thing, I know I'm saying a lot of things, but just make sure to hit that notification bell because YouTube is just being super weird right now, bro. Literally my own subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, it's one thing, but my own subscribers are not seeing my videos. So that's really weird to me. People have been telling me straight up. So make sure to put the notifications on, and I appreciate every single one of y'all. Again, if you guys want to see anything else on the ban list, let me know in the comment section down below. With that, guys, Spanko signing out. Peace.
My hands steady, I feel ready, but my legs heavy, I don't get it. How come I haven't hit it already? Still working, I'm still learning, I'm still searching, finally earning something, finally turning something called a profit. If I hear you talking shit, don't get caught in it. I'll be popping off and hit your ass, dropping all your shit. Yeah, I promise this, I got promises, you ain't stopping this. Cross my shit.